Okay, hello. So we are going to do the IGN Mortal Kombat face-off, and I thought this would be fun just for like 30 minutes or so, and just rank some Mortal Kombat characters, because it's in celebration of the Mortal Kombat movie coming out tomorrow. I'm so freaking excited to watch it. All right, so first up we have Jarek versus Li Mei, and I'm gonna pick Li Mei because Jarek was just kind of a joke character. I mean, he's literally Kano. Yeah, Li Mei, gimme, duh. Alright, now we got Cyber Sub-Zero and Darius. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna pick Cyber Sub-Zero because I didn't really like Darius's whole, like, plotline or storyline in the Order Realm. I thought it was kind of cool, um, but, hmm. I just feel like Cyber Sub-Zero is iconic. No one's really gonna know who Darius is. Alright, next we have Shang Tsung versus Smoke. This is a tough one. Okay, I really like the idea of Shang Tsung being able to change into people. I think that alone has made Shang Tsung one of my top characters in the Mortal Kombat franchise. So I think I'm gonna go for Shang Tsung here. Alright, so we got Liu Kang Kai. Okay, Kai was literally a replacement Liu Kang. I'm sorry. I'm picking Liu Kang. Alright, we got Reptile versus sorry, Kira. You're literally just the love child of Kano and Sonya. I'm going with Reptile. He's a classic. Alright, Katana, of course. Over Jarek? Really? Alright, now we got Movado versus... oh, no, we don't talk about Suhao, okay? Alright, now we have Triborg versus Smoke. I was not really a fan of Triborg, if I'm being honest. Combining the three cyborgs into one just lessened the effect of all three. I did not like that at all. I'm going for Smoke. I thought that was kind of a waste of a DLC character. IMO, Noob Saibot over Dagon. Is that even like a freaking challenge? Jade over Movado. She's classic. We got Kronika versus Cobra. I always felt Cobra just did not belong in the Mortal Kombat universe. I mean, Kronika doesn't really either. I mean, her design is all weird. The fact that they just inserted her out of nowhere because she's like an elder god or something. But still, I did not really like... I was not a fan of Cobra. I just thought he was kind of weird. So I'm going for Kronika. Especially since Jennifer Hale plays her, and I love Jennifer Hale. Oh, I'm sorry. Ermac over Shang Tsung. Ermac is my favorite male Mortal Kombat character. Love him to death. Katana over Darius, of course. Devora or Cassie Cage? I freaking hate Devora. I'm sorry, Devora fans. Oh my. Oh no. They're really making this tough on me, aren't they? Okay, shit. Everyone loves Melina. I love Melina to death. I was so glad when they added her, but Kitana's like my staple queen, and she's also the daughter of the Queen Sindel. And I was always a fan of like folding fans. I thought they were so pretty, and the fact that she uses them as a weapon. I think I have to go for Katana here. But I love Melina. Like, she's literally top 5 characters in the franchise, but I think Katana is above her. So I'm gonna go for Katana. That was a hard one. Wow. What are the odds? Scarlet over Devora. Devora is trash. But I love Scarlet. Noob Saibot over did we just not have that pairing? Rain over Kira. Rain is a prince of Edenia. Demigod and whatnot. Serena versus... I'm sorry, Kai. Serena is just... Kai is just so boring to me. Baraka versus Smoke. I love Baraka to death, but I think I like Smoke more just because he has really cool powers. I feel like he's a lot to do with them. Baraka is really cool, don't get me wrong, but like being able to control and like turn into Smoke, it's a hard decision. I really love Baraka, but I think I'm gonna put Smoke first. Alright, next up, Ferritor over Baracho. Oh, Baracho's a classic. Ferritor didn't last that long. Oh god. Okay, Movado over Mocap is not that hard of a decision. Okay, here at this point is where I'd put Devora above a character. Ferritor was okay, but they didn't really go anywhere. I just thought they were like an insert character. Devora. Okay, so we got Kronika versus Kano. Kano is a classic, plus his new design is hot, so why not? Sub-Zero versus Suhao, that's not even a question. Taven versus Cyber Sub-Zero. See, this one's hard. because, I mean, Cyber Sub-Zero was cool and all, but I didn't like him that much, and I really enjoyed Armageddon. Out of the cyborgs, my favorite are the original three, and not Cyber Sub-Zero. I felt like he was kind of just in there, and not only that, he was in there for one game before Sindel killed him, and then he just came back as his human self, so I think I'm gonna go for Taven. He's an Adinian, he knows what's going on. Shang Tsung over Kira, it's not hard. Natara or Boraicho? I love Boraicho. He's the master, he's a teacher, he's really funny. I was never really a big fan of Natara, if I'm being honest. And the fact that they inserted her into the movie over like all these other classic characters, I was really freaking confused. So I'm going to see how she plays in the movie, and maybe I'll like her better, but for now, I'm picking Boraicho. Ermac over Draman. It's not even a freaking competition. Ermac over Shinnok. My bae, Ermac. I love him. I really hope he returns. Tanya over Liu Kang. I've always was a fan of Tanya. I loved her to death in Mortal Kombat X. She was like my main in Mortal Kombat X because, you know, no Sindel. But the fact that, you know, they just brought back this classic Edenian was just perfect. Alright, so Striker Mataro. I know everyone says he's just a stupid mall cop, but I really was not looking at Mataro either, so I'm gonna go for Striker. He's a classic. I know Mataro is too, but Striker's like a playable character classic. Alright, Li Mei over Jackie Briggs. She's a classic. You gotta get those legacy characters out. Shang Tsung over Blaze. Who's next? Devora or Shujinko? I mean, Shujinko was cool, but literally he's just so plain and boring. I'd much rather have that devil of Devora beat him. Alright, so we got Havoc and Johnny Cage. Oh, this one's really hard because Havoc was my favorite male 3D era character, and I really want him back in the series, but Johnny Cage just has my heart. I think they did such a good job with him in MK11. He's so funny. He's such a dad, and I don't know who to choose here because if I'm going for favorites, Johnny Cage was never a favorite of mine, even though I do love him. Before Shang Tsung came to the series, he was my main male to go to when in MK11. But I think I'm gonna go for Havoc here, but I know not everyone's gonna like agree with me, and of course a lot of people are not gonna agree with these choices. It's just me being me. But yeah, that's why I'm here. Shinnok over Taven, I believe. Shinnok is just a classic character. He's really cool with his freaking like necromancy powers and whatnot. Alright, here we got Tanya and Scarlet. They're giving us all the hard ones today. I really freaking love Scarlet. I think the fact that she just controls blood like is so cool, manipulating it to all types of weapons. Tanya's like, you know, she's my main, she's my girl from MKX. She's so cool, and if I had to choose, I'd probably pick Scarlet. Oh, wait. Tanya is an Edenian, and I always stand Edenians. But Scarlet's powers are so much cooler. I think I'm gonna go for Tanya. Sorry, just Edenian. I'm biased, of course. Barack over Boraicho, of course. Johnny Cage over Jerk. Literally anyone over Jerk except Su Hao. Shang Tsung. Okay. And Serena or Shao Kahn. A lot of people would say Serena, but I wasn't really a fan of her. I felt like she was just an insert character, and then everyone wants her. I mean, I guess she'd be cool to have in the game, but you know, it'd be fine either way. But if I was going to choose between her and Shao Kahn, I'd pick Shao Kahn. I'm not Twindell or anything though. Ermac, yes, give me my Ermac. The only time someone would beat Ermac if it was Sindel. Shiva over Ocap, that's not even a competition. Hotaru or Kotal Khan. Hotaru is such like he's a dictator, and Kotal Khan's a leader, but I feel like since Kotal Khan is like in the newer games, he has a lot more like characterization and his storyline. I felt like there's a lot more going on with him there. Plus, look at those titties. My goodness. I think I'm gonna go for Kotal Khan here. Sorry, Hotaru. Alright, Sector over Jarek. They really want me to pick Jarek, don't they? Takedo over Kintaro. I think Takedo was such a cool character. I would not mind if we got him back. Shao Kahn over Taven. Rain over Natara. Of course, Prince of the Denian Prince. There we go. Shiva over Shinnok. I love my girl Shiva. Queen. Cyrax or Shao Kahn. This is a good one. Cyrax is a classic He's the yellow cyborg. He's an amazing Lin Kuei. He was the like Sub-Zero's best friend before. Well, I guess Smoke's his best friend, but like still, they were really good friends. This one's hard. Shao Kahn or Cyrax? I feel like Cyrax has a lot more going for him in terms of like story and depth. I feel like he's, you know, that unwillingly evil that Sindel is. Not Twindel, but Sindel. And Shao Kahn's just that evil tyrant. So I think I'm gonna go for Cyrax here. Alright, so we got Sonya Blade and Shiva. I think I'm gonna pick Shiva because I was always a fan of her and I liked her, that fact that she's a royal queen now. I hate that they use this picture for Sonya because now every time I see this Mortal Kombat 11 Sonya, I think of Ronda Rousey and her voice acting for her, and it's kind of ruined the character for me. So I hate that they use that picture, but I'm trying to be unbiased here. If I was literally just thinking of Sonya and Shiva, I'd still pick Shiva. So let's go Cyrax over Jarek. We haven't gotten any Sindel pairings yet. Jade over Sub-Zero. Jade is like the queen. She is the classic character Kung Lao. I've always loved Kung Lao and his little hat. Oh, his like snarkiness just gets me. Johnny Cage over Movado. Of course, Movado was just kind of boring. Tremor or Kenshi? Oh my gosh. Tremor was such a cool character to insert in Mortal Kombat X. I thought his powers were so freaking cool. The fact they just kind of entered him in, and I really wanted him to have like that classic ninja costume for him, but they never added it for him, which was kind of sad. Kenshi, though, was one of my favorites from the 3D era. Him and Havoc were kind of tied there. If I were to like choose, I'd probably pick Kenshi just because he's been around like in the fighting games longer. I know Tremor's been around since the Special Forces game, but Kenshi, I think he just has my heart. A little blind man. Okay, Tanya over Reiko, or over Kai. Not Reiko. Ermac over Kai. You really want me to pick Kai too. Noob Saibot of Kung Jin. Bihan is just amazing. Okay. Alright, so I don't like the chameleons. I just think they're a weird insert. If they were going to be Saterans, I want them to look more like lizards. Not just like whatever they are now, like smoking or whatever. So I'm going to put Blaze over Chameleon. Yeah, I'm not going to pick Yushu Jinko, sorry. Serena over Movado, I'm going to pick Serena over Movado. I just did not like him that much. Noob Saibot over Meat, of course. Takeda over Boraicho. Okay, yeah, there's the other chameleon. Yeah, I'm going to pick Cyrax. Striker or Kung Jin? I liked Kung Jin, but then I didn't. He was really an asshole, but he was also the only, like, I guess, LGBT character in the series, and I was just like, okay, well, that's nice at least, but still a classic over Kung Jin. I can't help it. It'd be really cool to see Striker back, but we already have RoboCop, and I'm sure they'd share a lot of the same like gear and stuff. Cassie Cage or Hotaru. I'm gonna pick Cassie Cage. I just love her. She's a love child of Johnny Cage and Sonya. Beautiful. All right, here I'm gonna pick Kung Jin though, because Jarek. Baraka over Draman. Don't like that Oni. Alright, Boraicho or Kenshi? I think I'm going to pick Kenshi again here. He's still one of my favorites from the 3D era. Boraicho was really nice, and he has a lot of really cool story points, but Kenshi is just so cool being a telekinetic swordsman who's blind. The concept is so cool. Onaga over Moloch. Yeah, I'm sorry, Moloch. That's not going to happen. Shang Tsung over Dagon. Nightwolf or Tanya. Oh, this one's hard. Because I love Nightwolf. I think his insertion is that the right word? Insertion into MK11 was phenomenal. I loved his new backstory, his look. I mean, the picture they're using right here, I mean, the Revenant one, that is so freaking cool. I love it. But still, I love my Tanya. I hated her in Deception though, because she was a bitch, and she had proved some trouble for me. But I loved her in MKX. And the fact that she's all about a free Edenia, and I think she's just, you know, has a good cause about her. So I think I'm gonna go for Tanya here. Again. Kung Lao over Meat. I wonder, like, I want to see what my own, like, pairings of this would be. Like, for every single Mortal Kombat character, I want to see my entire ranking order. I'll pick Rain over Collector. Ashra. I need my Ashra back. I want her back. She's my favorite female 3D era character, and if they were to bring her back, I'd die. Raiden over Kai, Baraicho over Meat, and Noob Saibot over Blaze. Wouldn't be that hard. Rain over Sub-Zero. I've already explained why I'm a bit on the edge about Sub-Zero. Nightwolf over Chameleon. In that position, I know exactly who I'm going to pick there. Baraka over Cascade. Baraka's, you know, the classic, and I really love his whole entire, like, aesthetic and style. I think he's really cool. Alright, so Cetrion or Cobra. I'm going to pick Cetrion. I thought she was a cool addition to, like, sort of expand the Mortal Kombat universe's pantheon. But yeah, I still don't like Cobra. Aaron Black or Darius? I'm going to pick Aaron Black. I thought he was a lot cooler. I liked his cowboy style. Dairu or Hotaru? See, I always found Dairu kind of boring, and I loved Hotaru's Naginata, and I thought he had a really cool stance and deception. So I think I'm gonna go. I mean, I know Dairu was like from like was it his family got assassinated or he was an assassin? I can't remember exactly how his backstory went, but he is from the Order Realm. But Hotaru is like in charge of it, so I'm gonna pick Hotaru. Alright, Kai or Sector? Sector, of course. Kung Lao or Baraka? I'm gonna pick... Huh. See, Kung Lao's usually my go-to, like, Mortal Kombat 2 character, just because I love the hat. Of course, other than Katana or Melina, but the hat always just got me. Like, in Shaolin Monks, I wanted to play Kung Lao. I thought he was so cool. His hat was just, like, the strangest but also most unique weapon I've ever seen, and I thought that was so nice. I cannot wait to see him in the movie. I also have a little bit of a crush on Kung Lao, just a little bit. I think he's so cute. Baraka is not that cute, but he's really cool, and if I was going to choose, I'd probably pick the Shaolin Monk. Sorry, Baraka. Okay. Collector, Cyber Sub-Zero. Okay, it's always these that just stump me. I mean, Cyber Sub-Zero is technically Sub-Zero, and Collector is a new guy. No one's really like gotten yet, or like people haven't realized how cool he is yet. And I think I'm one of those people. So I think I'm gonna pick Cyber Sub-Zero, because Cyber Sub-Zero is technically Sub-Zero. Alright, between these two, I'm going to pick Kano. I think Kano is a really cool character. I love his Australian self. Sonya, of course, over Jackie. She's a legacy character, one of the first. I can't not give that to her. But Shinnok or Onaga? Now, see, I'm a little bit biased here, because Deception was one of my favorite games. And the fact that Onaga is also, like, being, like, has taken Reptile's body hostage, I think I like Onaga. So I'm gonna go there. Especially since Deception was when Sindel was actually herself. Striker over Kintaro. He's one of those classic characters. Striker over Ferrator. Oh, okay. See, this is hard because I've already expressed my love for Kung Lao, but I love Scarlet and the way they inserted her into this new iteration. I don't really like her retcon, but still, the blood controlling is so freaking cool. She can do so much with that. I think I'm gonna pick Scarlet. I still haven't seen a Sindel pairing yet. Alright, so Blaze or Collector. Here's where I'd pick Collector over someone. I mean, Blaze was cool, but he was kind of a boring character. I know he was like the heralding of Armageddon and whatnot, and you know, people had to defeat him, get his power. But he was also an asshole to play against. So I'm a little bit biased in that regard. I like Collector though, because I mean his design is pretty cool. I think I like the insertion of this new race, although I wish they had been around longer instead of just, you know, made out of nowhere. Devore over Suhao. I literally think Suhao is my least favorite. Devore over Jarek. Quan Chi over Kai. Quan Chi is a classic character. He's been everywhere. He's like doing so much. Cabal over Devora. Cabal's a classic character. Who could not love him? Oh, and he's in the movie. Oh, from what I've seen, he looks so freaking cool. I cannot wait. So Cyrax over Shinnok. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Cyrex. Cabal over Aaron Black. Not even competition. Okay. Here's where I pick someone over Striker. I'm gonna pick Shao Kahn over Striker because, I mean, he's a lot cooler than Striker if I'm being honest. Serena over Ferrator. Shao Kahn or Sub-Zero? Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero is like one of the mainstays of the entire franchise. I could not. Cyber Sub-Zero, he's still Sub-Zero over Dairu. Sorry, Dairu. Maybe I'm not sorry, because I feel like I'm about to pick Dairu. Because I loved his backstory so much more, and Blaze is just... I don't know. I think I'm going to pick Dairu. I was just never really a fan of Blaze. Okay, Smoke or Cassie Cage? I think I'm going to go for Smoke here. He's just my ninja boy. He's doing well. I really hope he comes back. So yeah, I want to go for Smoke here. Natara over Liu Kang. I'm going to pick Liu Kang, of course. Gyros over Kai. I just did not like Kai. He was just randomly inserted. Mortal Kombat 4 really did not do well with him. I feel like they could have done so much better with him, but really, I was just not a fan. Jackie over Hitaru. She's really cool. Quan Chi over Baraicho. I just love him. He's so many cool powers. Kronika or Darius? Did I get this pairing before? I had Kronika with someone. I cannot remember, but I'm gonna pick Kronika. Because Jennifer Hale. Yeah. Darius isn't really... Oh, Sindel. Of course. Did they put 2 with L's on Sindel? IGN. Do you want to fucking fight? Jade. I'm pissed. What was that? They did! What the... IGN, fix your shit. That is not how you spell Sindel. Sindel over Jarek? I mean, is this even competition? Fun fact, I used to actually get Sindel's husband, Jared, and Jarek confused because it was literally just one name, like one letter off. So I'm gonna pick, of course, Sindel, the misspelled Sindel, but I guess it's accurate considering they're using freaking Twindel. I'm still so pissed about that. Don't get me started. Jackie over Kai. And yes, I have Minecraft music playing. Do not judge me. Hotaru over Ferrator. I really didn't like Hotaru. I mean, Ferrator. Havoc, of course, over Moloch. Moloch was just kind of weird. I think I want to pick Tremor over Striker. I know Striker is one of those classic ones, but Tremor, he's a freaking cool-ass ninja dude, and he controls rocks. I mean, it's so freaking cool. Devore over Moloch. I think Moloch was just kind of stupid. Reptile over Kronika. That's a good one. I think Reptile's one of the classics. Sonya over Shinnok. Let's see. Okay, so... Oh my god, this music is so good. I think I'm going to pick Kenshi because I love my blind swordsman. He's telekinetic. I think that's so cool. He has so much potential. Plus, I mean, his son is Takeda, and I think them going after the Red Dragon was super cool. That whole entire storyline. I love Kung Lao, and he's really handsome, and I love his hat, but I think Kenshi's got it here. Okay. Motaro or Hotaru? That's a really confusing names to put next to one another. I'm gonna put Hotaru over Motaro. I just really did not like Motaro, and I think I might be biased because I was always really bad when I played against him in Mortal Kombat 3, and yeah. Kira or Triborg? I'm gonna pick Kira. Like I said, I do not like Triborg. I did not like him at all. I'm picking Kira. I'm picking Cabal, of course. Naga over Suhao. It's not even a competition. Kronika over Kai. Not even a competition. Oh my gosh. Tanya over Jarek. Goro or Hotaru? I think Goro is one of those characters that's just like a classic, so I need to pick him. I love Hotaru, but Goro, yeah, I think you go on it there. Quan Chi or Cassie Cage? I think I'm going to pick Quan Chi just because I really love the sorcery aspect. I think he was a really cool character in MKX. I'm going to pick him. Melina, of course. Queen. Baraka over Dagon. Gotta pick those legacy characters first. Tremor over Blaze. Hands down. Fujin or Raiden. I am, being honest, I'm a Fujin fan over Raiden. 100%. I think the power of wind is so freaking cool. And I was so happy they put him in MK11 because I think they really made use of his wind powers. So Fujin, of course. Oh. I think I'm going to pick Shujinko here. I know I said he was plain earlier, but compared to Chameleon, I think Shujinko has some semblance of, you know, characterization. I mean, his entire story in Deception was him being deceived, and it was revolving his entire life. I think the story in Deception was so freaking good, so I'm going to go with Shujinko for that reason. Katana or Shiva? Katana. Sorry, Shiva. She's my girl. Katana, I gotta have her. Shang Tsung over Shinnok. Kronika over Mocap. Kenshi versus Liu Kang. I'm gonna pick... I know Liu Kang's like the classic, the chosen one, but I think Kenshi's just a lot more interesting. Collector or Raiden? I have to pick Raiden because, you know, he's the classic one. And, of course, I love the lightning powers. And Collector, I mean, he still has to win me over somehow. So, Raiden wins that. Tremor over Devora. I did not like Devora. Serena over Mataro. I have to pick Rain because he's like a classic ninja. Plus, I love his powers. As you can tell, a lot of these decisions are based on the powers, just because I think they're so much cooler. I mean, I know he has his green glow and all, but I mean, if I were going to base it on personality, I'd pick Johnny Cage. But since I'm just picking on straight up favorite, like who I'd rather play, I'd much rather play Rain. Shang Tsung over Cyrax. Shinnok over Chameleon. Ashura over Sonya. I'm sorry, Sonya. I know you Legacy, but I need my Ashura back. I need her back. Shang Tsung over Jackie. Sub-Zero over Draman. I haven't gotten any Scorpion pairs yet. Rain over Cetrion. Reptile over Mocap. There's no competition. Where have I really not gotten a Scorpion pair yet? That's so interesting. I'll pick Kenshi over Darius. I think they pronounce it Darius in the game. Raiko or Hitaru? I was never a fan of Raiko. I thought he was just kind of weird. It would have been a lot cooler if in Mortal Kombat 4 he was in fact like Shao Kahn or some way, because that's what they made him, like, painted him out to be. And his ending was like, it would have been so cool if it was actually interpretive as him being, like, he is Shao Kahn. But I know it's in a prequel, and, but still, I think I'm going to pick Otaru. I just like the Order Realm and his Naginata a lot more. Tanya over Moloch, of course. I think I'm going to pick Kung Jin here. I think he has a lot more potential, and Kronika was just kind of an weird insert, and I think Kung Jin was kind of cool, especially since, you know, he's LGBT, so we'll give it to Kung Jin. Alright, so I'm noticing it's 8 already, so we'll do like 10 more, and then we'll go ahead and end the stream here. So let's see, Cetrion or Cyber Sub-Zero? I'm going to pick Cetrion. Like I said, I just do not like Cyber Sub-Zero. Baraka over Geras, of course. I'm so surprised I haven't gotten a Scorpion one yet. Raiden over Devora. Boraicho over Mocap. Fujin over Cyber Sub-Zero. Oh, here we go. If I'm going to pick between these two, it's going to be Scorpion, because, you know, he's the face of the franchise. I never really, you know, liked Serena. If she were to come back, I wouldn't argue with that at all, but, I mean, Scorpion, of course. Oh, we haven't gotten Frost yet either, but, you know, I'm always going to pick my Ermac, unless it's Ermac versus Sindel. Did I say 10 more? I wasn't counting, so now I'm just like, I'll do it until like 8-10. But let's see, I'm gonna pick Natara. I just do not like Chameleon. Cassie Cage over Onaga. I love Cassie. Collector over Meat. Sub-Zero, of course, over Reiko. Kano over Chameleon. Dairu over Drummond. I was never really a big fan of Drummond. I thought he was kind of boring. I know he's an Oni, and he like, I think, what is it that he works for Quan Chi? I can't remember, but yeah. Tanya over Chameleon. Ooh, okay. Here's like a canonical pairing. Shinnok versus Cassie Cage. I was thinking I was gonna pick Cassie Cage, but I think that just maybe because she's a good guy. But I really like, if I were to choose between who I was gonna play, probably Shinnok. Shujinko over Blaze. I really liked Shujinko's story in Deception. NGL. Kungjin or Devora? Okay, so this one's hard. Yeah, I just don't like Devora, so I'm gonna pick Kungjin. Raiden over Mataro. Jax over Jarek, of course. I haven't seen him here either. Reptile over Meat. Nightwolf over Cobra. That's not even a competition. Ooh, okay, here we go. Ooh, this one's actually really hard for me. I think I was gonna pick Rain though, because I like, again, he's just a really cool ninja boy. I love him, and I love his like water powers. Shiva's really cool, and I love her. She's my queen. But if I was gonna choose to play between them, like an MK9, I'd totally go for Rain and not Shiva. If it was MK11, I think it may be a tie, but considering MK9's in that mix, I'd pick Rain. Okay. So we got Li Mei versus Kotal Khan. I think I'm gonna pick Li Mei because, you know, she's classic and she needs to return. Havoc over Chameleon. Oh. This one's hard too. Okay, I think I'd pick Tremor over Nightwolf. I really want more characterization for Tremor though. I love Nightwolf's design in MK11, but Tremor has just got really cool powers. Okay, I'm gonna pick Nightwolf over Baraicho. Yeah, I'm more stable in that now. Tremor over Kai. Oh, these are two classics. Of course, everyone's gonna pick like Liu Kang, and Liu Kang's like the chosen one. He's the original, he's the OG, he's the champion. But I'm gonna choose Kano. I just like Kano a lot more. I think he's funny. I'm gonna pick Kenshi over Kintaro. Liu Kang over Blaze, of course. Johnny Cage over Mocap. I mean, they're both actors, technically, but I'm gonna go for Johnny Cage. He's the classic. I'm gonna go for Reiko over Chameleon. Alright, here I think I'm gonna pick Scarlet over Kenshi. Yeah, because I can't help, because, I mean, Scarlet, she got her amazing cool abilities, and I just think it's so much cooler than what Kenshi does. I think I'm gonna pick Scarlet. I'm gonna pick Scarlet again here. I just love her powers. I wasn't really a fan of like any of the Special Forces characters, but I do like Jax, and I cannot wait to see him in the movie. But I'm gonna pick Scarlet here. I think I'd pick Aaron Black over Kronika just because, like, what's his face? Troy Baker. Troy Baker does a good job with Aaron. So, yes. Kenshi over Movado. I'll pick Dairu over Taven. Taven was kind of boring. I know he's like the Denin, like he's like gotta stop it, but Dairu's story was a lot more tragic, so I'm gonna go for him. Li Mei over Chameleon. Havoc over Baraka. I still want my Havoc boy back. He was so cool in the comics. Shiva over Devora. Kenshi over Goro, if I'm being honest. Ooh, okay, so this one's a good one. I think I'm gonna pick Fujin here, because I just like his powers and his attitude a lot more. I know Shang Tsung could literally just change into Fujin, but like, I think he's so much cooler. So I'm gonna pick Fujin. Tanya over Chameleon. Getting a lot of Tanya mixes today. Quan Chi over Natara. Okay, I think I picked Cyber Sub-Zero over Baraicho here. Wait, would I? Baraicho's kind of a joke, but I mean, he's really cool. I liked his insertion. If I were to choose between playing Baraicho and Cyber Sub-Zero, I might pick Baraicho. But still, Cyber Sub-Zero is Sub-Zero, so I have to pick him, I guess. Shujinko over Cobra. Cabal over Jarek. Okay. Two characters I really do not like. Me is literally just a blob of meat, and he has no characterization. Triborg at least has 3 characters in him that are cool. One thing I do want to advertise though, before I do anything else, is that, what's his name? Not Solid Snake, the Snake something, I can't remember his name, but he's really known for like making his own like stories in like already established worlds, and he made an excellent story about me, about how like, about him being like siblings with Melina, and that they were both made by Shang Tsung, and it was just so freaking cool. And now whenever I see meat, I see that story. But since it's not canonical, I think I'm gonna pick Triborg. Reiko or Taven? I think I'm gonna pick Taven here. Again, he's an Edenian. I was never really a big fan of Reiko. Alright, we'll do like 5 more. Kung Jin over Ferritor. Jade over Chameleon. I think I'm gonna pick Natara here. I liked her whole deal with the vampire realm. Kira was just kind of inserted for no reason. Between these two new characters, I'm gonna pick Cetrion, because like I said, she really fleshed out the Pantheon. Sindel. Oh, what a wonderful one to end this on. Oh, look at that. So we have Taven versus Sindel. Well, the misspelled Sindel. Wait, what is that? Oh, I thought that the last letter was an I for a minute. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just pick Sindel and go ahead and end the stream, because, you know, I don't want to go for too long. I'm literally just clicking people's cards and explaining why. But yeah, this is a little fun thing to do. Come around and just like pick characters, because you know, why the heck not? But yeah, we'll go ahead and pick her, and we'll go ahead and end the stream. I wanted to do that so we couldn't see who was next, because I know I'd be really tempted to go ahead. But yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and end here. Yes, you can see all my shit. But yeah, okay, so I might just raid someone, because I feel like it. How do you raid again? Oh, raid. Okay. Let me make sure this is the right name real quick before I go ahead. And make sure they're online. Alright, let me get this settled real quick. Alright. There we go. We're waiting now. So I'll see you guys later.